Damn right. Yeah. Yeah. Shut up, still. No, not so.
Sports welcomes you to Miami, the home of the Heat. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. To the inside, here's Gilmore. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
Give me a couple minutes still.
The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Here's Wallace. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is just good point guard fundamentals from Tyrese Halliburton, going to the pick and roll to create a bunch of options.
Now here is Hardaway. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Gilmore grabs the miss. Outside Hardaway. And there's the drive. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And just fluid off the dribble. Great length to finish, and Hardaway attacking now with purpose.
Pass to Wembanyama. Another shot. Siakam pulls it in.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Outside Hardaway. No good with the triple.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Pass to Wembanyama. Tipped away. And stolen by Miller. DeBusschere with it. At the elbow, it's Siakam. Shot from the top of the key. Rebound by the Heat.
You'd love to make him pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Halliburton with it. Hardaway picks him up. Wallace with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And stolen by Siakam. Here's to Busher. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Miami trailing. Right side Tatum. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here now the Thunder. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hardaway, no good.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Pass to Wallace. Launches a three. Ball's knocked loose. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's to Busher. Siakam, good.
Well, you know Siakam getting in that close, it's pretty much automatic.
On offense, here are the Heat. Wallace misses. And here now the Thunder. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
Damn, I forgot to switch it. Adjust my play in a minute.
By 6. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120
Good shot,
million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue.
Come on, you should have dunked it on him.
First team foul.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration.
He ain't even hurt no more.
And Kevin, I can see.
Oh yeah, he's still hurt.
His team went from.
No, just saying. I thought he wasn't hurt because I didn't see the plus symbol up there.
When he was on the floor, his impact is amazing.
Now here's Hayward. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Heat trail by 8. Tatum wide open. He fires one.
Thank you.
That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
I mean, how do you guard that? Tatum's range is off the charts.
The 3.
Oh, damn it.
Caldwell can't hit.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Using the bounce, Tatum just explodes to the hoop so quick.
Pass to Guglielmo.
Oh, good pass.
And he gets the bucket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here is Halliburton. And here is Tatum. No good on the 3. Here's Gugliotta. A shot by
Good
Hayward.
kick
Wide
out.
open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hayward's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Oklahoma City. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Here's Caldwell. Scoreless thus far. Russell left side. 5 on the clock. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Yeah, undersized
nice
guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Tatum. That's good. It's Haliburton with the assist. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The Thunder, 22.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
3-pointer, Martin. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pass to Siakam. To the paint. Shot's good by Gilmore.
Good one.
Gilmore's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Thompson. Hasn't made one yet. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Miller, that's for 2. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays, and turning the scores.
Leave him open again, please.
Here's Hardaway after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And we're now about 1.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to DeBusch. Now Miller. Shot clock at 6. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's
Good block, Rasheed.
And it's sent back by Wallace. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Now DeBusch. And he converts the
Good take.
And the Thunder lead by 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Now, here's Thompson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
I let that too early.
Rebounded by Hardaway. The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Lambier. Pass to Hardaway. Tries yet again.
Damn.
Move. Lambier, good.
As
Good
the game has
rebounding.
gone along,
Damn.
they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
It's blocked. Miller surveying the floor. Up and in, off to an efficient start.
Good
2
one.
for 3 from the field.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Ought to foul that one.
Craig, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now, here's Portis. Back to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
Good one.
Hardaway has got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Standing 6'5", Haliburton, one of those longer, lanky guards that can get out there and use his size to disrupt.
Now here is Hardaway. He has 6. Yes, it's good. Good for
you still in the game?
4. He's now 4 for 10.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Great decision from Tyrese Haliburton. Understands when he should look to set up his guy.
Here's Gilmore. That one no good. The Heat trailed by 9. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Haliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Haliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Substitutions for your Heat. Klay Thompson.
Wembanyama looking it over. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Hardaway goes in.
Hell, man.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Outside Tatum. Wallace a screen. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots. Gilmore grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Outside Hardaway. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Haliburton for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Back to DeBusschere. Pass to Gilmore. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Good job here in the second, pounding it inside, getting good looks right at the basket. Big reason why they're in front.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Inside. They need this. And the dunk by Wallace.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Pass to Caldwell. Hands it from downtown.
I did not ask you to help me.
With the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back right after this.
16%. You shooting 60%.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second.
You said 16%. I said 60. Which is 60.
Haliburton right side. And Hayward with the block. is Caldwell.
Miami foul. Wallace. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here now the Thunder. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Here's Abdul Rauf. Again, Oklahoma City.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
It's easy to get a good look from mid-range when you tower above everyone. Wembanyama.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street name.
Good pass.
There are only a few players who could hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Got
Let's
that
go.
one.
Cut this lead down. Let's chop it away. Let's chop it away.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out.
Chop it like a tree.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout.
Yes, it is.
Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to
Chop
talk
it
about.
down. Chop that lead down.
And Oklahoma City making a change here.
Now into the lineup for the Thunder.
Oklahoma City leading by 10.
Sam Cassell.
Pass to Caldwell. And taken away by Wallace. Wembanyama with it. Now defended by Hayward.
Damn, they should have given me the foul too.
Has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Driving the lane.
Oh, that's my fault.
Cassell gets the bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Down low. Outside Tatum. Wallace down low. Just 5 on the clock. Wembanyama, no good.
A good board there.
Let's see what you be doing, trying to avoid the spin around.
Out rebound.
With the drive. Cassell, no good.
Yeah, it would have
Here's
been.
Wallace, he'll bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 10. And it's Halliburton penetrating.
And 1.
Thunder foul.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul.
There are times when you want your guards to be aggressive, and Halliburton there with a great take.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
The Thunder leading by 8. And 2 free throws.
Aw, come on, Rasheed. Damn.
Yeah, the defender
I
all
ain't let him do that to you.
The Thunder have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Sam Cassell.
And so Cassell nails both of them. Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 8. Wallace outside. Got a piece of it.
Ah,
Hayward outside. Knocks it
good
loose.
rip.
To the middle.
Shit.
There's Gilmore. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Pass to Caldwell. Down low. Here's Gugliotta. Yep, that one goes in there. Gugliotta's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball.
My fault.
He can bring them right back into this game. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams making some changes here. The Heat trail by 12. Here's Ball. Outside for Mark.
Not bad, Rasheed.
Hardaway with the steal. To the inside. Russell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Thunder?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys,
why you pass it so damn late?
Long, they're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Here's Hardaway. Out to Russell. Miller outside. Shot clock at 5. And
that's
there is one. Miller's got 6.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Pass to Ayton. Here's Hamilton. Can they get it? That one good for 2.
Thank you.
Hamilton's got his second basket of the game. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Screen by Siakam. The high post shot. And that one goes long.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
That's all.
Hardaway for 3. On offense, here are the Heat. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And don't be surprised when it is that Lonzo Ball rises up like that. He can get it done.
Hardaway from outside.
That's all. Good
Nailed
shot.
from three-point land. He's got 15.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it. He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
And Rip Hamilton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to DeBusschere. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Heat. Battier for 3. Connects from three-point range.
And Battier, a consistent threat from deep, has a great stroke from the outside.
Hardaway, no good.
Give me one, Clay. Give me one.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Delete the set. Cut that lead down to 8.
Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're
68.
And there
No,
have
you
been
don't.
two very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in
And you would go on a 15-0 run right now, then.
The Thunder leading by 11.
15-0 run.
Pass to Gilmore. Back to Hardaway. Good,
good move.
And the Thunder lead by 13.
He's so good at setting up his teammates. Tonight, though, Hardaway's been calling his own number, and boy, has he been prolific.
First team foul.
Here's Halliburton. Good, nice job down low.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Inside. Here's Gilmore.
Good.
Lays it up and off the pretty assist.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Halliburton outside. Siakam pulls it in. The Thunder leading by 13. Pass to Gilmore. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Good on both. Heat on offense. Here's Halliburton. Miller grabs the miss.
You're about to sit down, Halliburton.
And here's DeBusschere. Out to Hardaway. For 3. Here's Gilmore. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Yeah, sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but
come on.
Is a fierce competitor.
That wasn't even a real steal.
He comes out and is rebounding more than anywhere else.
And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time.
But they're going to call that
That's his
BS.
first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Shut up, Steele. Just shut up.
Now in the game.
I don't want to hear
Here's
it.
DeBusschere.
I don't want to hear it.
DeAndre.
Tries the spin move. Cross contact on the shot, and now a
This is
three-point play chance as he'll
bullshit.
head to the line.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Heat trail by 20. Ball with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Here's Hamilton. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Out to the wing. Hayward outside. Here's Abdul Rauf. And they come
Of course, we left
with their
him wide
own
open.
three-pointer.
3 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here he goes. And it's Miller in the corner. Wants to get it over to Dort, and does. Pass to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Gilmore. Here's Abdul Rauf. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
3-pointer.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times. Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Gilmore, no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for Miami. Here's Battier.
Nope.
It seems a new
Blocking.
era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household
Oh,
name.
horrible on my part.
The casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing
You
in
got to
smaller
be
markets.
kidding me.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Shut up, Steele.
Giddy with it. It doesn't go for him. Here's Hamilton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
You see right there, that is why everybody is still very high on Lonzo Ball. Has a sixth sense for when to dish it.
Hayward outside. Jacks up a three. Ball with the rebound. The Heat trailed by 21. That's a two from Martin. Yep, that one goes.
You want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
Here's Hayward. He gets
Damn, I thought he picked his dribble up.
And the Thunder lead by 21.
Oh, well, he split. I'll deal with it.
By Eric Spoelstra. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Miami with the ball. Out to Wallace. Pass to Wembanyama. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Here's Cassell driving in. Pass to Giddy. Left side, Portis. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by Tatum. The Heat trailed by 21.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Oklahoma City.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
Not shoot well.
For them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
There is no sweep. We split. There is no sweep.
Now the Heat with it. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around.
No, I'm talking about what the commentator said. They said we got one more game.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
No, we don't. We played it already still.
To take this one, it's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team,
we played it already. I beat you in OKC. You beat me in Miami.
Boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. To the paint. Here's Lambeer. Hits the jump hook.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Horrible
Puts up a
performance.
deep three. Off target with that shot. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
On my part.
This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Horrible. I ain't no honorable. Shut up, still. There's nothing honorable about it.